everyone, Shrikant here, and today I'm going to be talking about stellar patterns, basically constellations and asterisms. What are they and all about them? But first, what are constellations? Constellations are basically patterns of stars that resemble a figure, like a thing, an animal, or a person, like a character from Greek mythology. Some of the most renowned constellations would have to be Hydra, the water snake, as you can see right there, Perseus, the hero in Greek mythology, and Pegasus, the flying horse. But constellations are imaginary. They do not exist. But people who thought they were real in the ancient times, like the early and ancient astronomers. But constellations still serve two purposes here. They are, so first, if you want to know where you live, you check a map, right? But did you know that there were also star maps? Yup, it's true. Star maps must tell you where deep sky objects are. So if you want to know what part of the sky you're seeing, you check a star map. And knowing the constellations can tell you which part of the sky you're viewing. But did you know constellations can also tell seasons? Yup, that's true. The reason is that certain constellations rise and set in certain seasons. Like, for example, see Orion right here, Orion the Hunter, in the place where I live, the northern hemisphere, it is a winter constellation, meaning that it can only be seen in fall and winter. But on the other hand, when you look at Scorpius in the northern hemisphere, it is a summer constellation, meaning that you'll find it only in summer, just like that. But there are certain constellations that appear whether it's winter or summer. These types of constellations are known as circumpolar constellations. In the northern hemisphere, the most renowned circumpolar constellation would have to be Ursa Major. But there's also Centaurus and Crux for the southern hemisphere. So if you see that cross in the night sky, that's Crux. But have you ever heard of zodiac? I'm pretty sure you have. And zodiac has has involved in constellations. I'll tell you why. See, first, there were 88 constellations that were made by the fusing, separation, and joining of other constellations to create the 88 that we know today. But let's take a look at the zodiac. The zodiac is basically 12 of those 88 constellations that make up the path of the sun as it moves across the sky every year. Now let's take a look at asterisms. Asterisms are similar to constellations. They are also star patterns, like the Big Dipper that you see right here. But unlike constellations, they are not recognized by the IAU. Instead, they make up a much larger constellation. So as you can see, there are two images of the Big Dipper right here. The first image here has the Big Dipper just on its own. Then this is the Big Dipper, and it's actually part of a much larger constellation known as Ursa Major, the Great Bear. And you might be asking, hey, I don't see a bear shape when I see the Big Dipper. That's because asterisms are mostly the brightest stars in a constellation making that shape. See, let's take a look at the teapot in Sagittarius. See, this is a teapot. Again, just like all asterisms, it, seen on its own, might seem like a constellation, but it's actually part of Sagittarius. And when you look at the teapot, you're not even seeing any signs of all these other patterns right here. And the reason is due to the fact that these other stars are so faint, so we cannot see them. But there's a cool thing about the teapot is that if you look at the spout of the teapot, right here, as you can see the spout, from the spout, if you go up, it shows the center of our galaxy where a supermassive black hole lurks. I've already talked about black holes before, and that supermassive black hole is named Sagittarius A due to the fact that this constellation is pointing right towards it. So constellations are basically star patterns similar to asterisms, but they are recognized by the IAU. There are currently 88, but there could be more. Who knows how many constellations there could be in the future? Maybe you could create them just by using your own imagination. This is Shrikant signing up.